Why don't you like ointment in your burgers? How do you eat dry burgers and without ointment? Who calls it ointment? We are live. Hello, everybody. All right, got to get you guys pulled up here on the computer. YouTube has this whole new layout, which I know they've been like kind of rolling out for a while now, but I'm only just using it for like the first time today. So let's see if I can figure out where everything is on here. So how's everybody doing on this wonderful Monday? Just another Monday here on this world with all the crap going on. Still waiting for what, Kyle? What are you still waiting for? All right, and pop out chat. There we go. Jamel, my day was just okay. I didn't really do much today. Just went to the post office. That was about it. How am I doing? All right. Movie man, how am I doing? I'm okay. Oh, wow. Oh, man, I'm so bad at people's names. Kashif from Pakistan? Wow, awesome. All right, so let me get you guys a little bit bigger here. And I can see what you guys are saying. There we go. Noah said he watched 2 movies today. He's on his 3rd now. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. Marie, hey, food first. Chicken, rice, and vegetables for us. Oh, spoiler, our package shipped today. Oh, chicken, rice, and vegetables, huh? It was like fried chicken. And I guess, well, baked potato is not a vegetable. It's a starch. But trying to think of how to make this bad for you. What's my thoughts on the end of... Bailey wants to know my thoughts on the end of Inglourious Basterds. I think it's pretty funny. I like it. It's crazy. It's nuts, but in a good way. Movie Man likes my new logo. Thank you. Yeah, every now and then I get bored and I just... I don't know, come up with something new. So it's like it seems like every 6 months I'm like, new logo, and I don't know. I like this logo, but then I'm sure like I see my logo right now that I just made. I'm like, oh man, love my new logo. It's awesome. This is my new logo, and it's like, all right, but like in 6 months from now, am I gonna be like, what if I do this instead? Like who knows? Leopold, why do I like Spice Girls so much? Because they're the greatest contribution the music industry's ever received. I don't understand. It's like, why do you like to breathe? Saz been watching Disney movies. Nice. Marcy, hi Dave. I've been watching your channel, binge watching my channel. Nice. Would love to see a video on how you organize / keep track of your collection. I keep buying doubles. I need a way to track what I own. I think I did a video on that a while ago. I keep everything on my website, cinemasickness.com. My collection's listed there. I don't use an app. I don't use a website. I used to use a website, and that website, years ago, it got taken down. And at that point, I was like, I'm never using a website again, because what's the point of building your collection up on a website? And what, you're just going to assume it's always going to be there? No, I built my own website. So my collection's always on my website, and it'll be there forever. Bradshaw's Studio, thank you for the $2 super chat. It says, be safe to all. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Kyle says, happy 3-year anniversary, I guess, CS. Movie Man says, happy 3 years. Well, it actually, my 9-year anniversary of doing Cinema Sickness was, what date? Is it is it April 7th? My brain wants to say April 7th is my 9-year, I forget already, is my 9-year anniversary of Cinema Sickness. My 3-year anniversary of doing Cinema Sickness full time was today, the 20th. It's I actually quit my job on my son's birthday. My son turned 6 yesterday, and I remember there was a day I quit my job, was on his birthday, because they tried to change my hours. I had worked a job for 13 years. Fantastic job, amazing place. I loved working there. and then it was a bunch of organizations that all worked together in like to kind of form one company. But over the years, I guess they just couldn't get along with each other, so they all went their separate ways. And I worked in the mailroom. I was in charge of the first class mail for the entire building. And when all the companies went their own separate ways and they all got their own buildings and they weren't together anymore, the mailroom for the building obviously wasn't needed anymore. So I got laid off. And I got a new job working actually in the same building, but for a completely different company that had nothing to do with us. They just rented out space, but they kind of knew who I was because from seeing me in the building. So they kind of hired me on the spot. And I was great. I got a job, and it was actually a horrible job. The company was one of the worst companies. I can't imagine the horrible company to work for. And they tried to change my hours on me. After being there for 6 months, one of the reasons why I started working there is because they were going to give me the same hours I worked my previous job, which worked for me because my wife worked evenings and we had a son. So I knew that I was going to be able to get home in time to take care of my son before my wife went to work. It was all going to work out. And then they tried to like push my hours back, so I'd be coming in later and staying later. I was like, well, I can't do that because my wife has to work, and what are we going to do with our son? And they basically told me tough. Even though I specifically said, the reason why I took this job is because you told me these are my hours. You never told me my hours were just going to randomly change on me. And I explained to them why, it's not that I wouldn't want to change my hours. It's not that I have anything wrong with these new hours. In theory, it's just, I can't do it because of my son and my wife. It's not going to work for me. And they said tough. So, that day I quit my job and I said, screw it, doing cinema sickness full time, and been doing that for the last 3 years. And I love it. And I had a lot of people out there who were like, oh, it's not going to work. I can't believe you're doing that. How are you going to provide for your family? And blah, 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 blah. And I make more than my wife does now, so. As told by Gonzo, another super chat. Have you seen the movie Clubhouse Detectives from 1996? Underrated thriller from the 90s. Feels like nobody's seen it. Sincerely a fan. No, I've not seen that movie, but I want to now. Louise says, horrible company to work for is McDonald's. I could imagine that, yeah. It's crazy. The company I worked for, they made so much money. From working there, I realized that company was like making money hand over fist, and they treated all their employees like garbage. It was I couldn't believe how badly they treated people. I had heard stories about that place not being great, which makes me question why I ever got a job there. I was like, it can't be that bad. Like all the horrible things I've heard about this place, I'm like, it can't be that bad, right? And I started working there. I was like, nope, it is. This is how they treat their employees. Wow, this is bad. So anyway, it worked out in the end because, like I said, I was there for 6 months. During the time I started working there, Cinema Sickness had just gotten to the point where my store was making enough money and my videos were making enough money and everything, t-shirt sales and Patreon, everything was coming together just enough that I was making, at that point I was making just enough to live on. I was like, oh, little leery. So for 3 months there, I was living off Cinema Sickness and just taking my paycheck from my job and just putting it in the bank, which was great. But still, it was I was a little leery to quit my job. I didn't have a choice. I had to quit my job. Regardless of whether I did Cinema Sickness full time or not, I had to quit that job. I would have had to have just quit it and got another job or something. I literally could not have stayed there. So no matter what I would have gone off and done after I left there, I had to leave. There was no question about it. Again, it wasn't going to work for my family and I. But when I decided to do Cinema Sickness full time, it was a little like, hopefully this will work. But I knew I had to grow it, and it did. It grew over, again, the last 3 years, it's grown like crazy. So, it was totally worth it. I always say, if you have a dream, just go for it. You just got to put your all into it. That's the thing. I see a lot of people who are like, oh, I want to do YouTube for a living, or I want to open a store and stuff like that. And then they'll post and I'll see them post here's something for sale every 3 weeks, and it's like, I ain't gonna make any money doing that. Or they'll be like, I want to do YouTube, and they'll put out a video for a week, or a month. They'll put out a video every week for a month, and I'm gonna do a video every Friday. It's great, and they'll disappear for a month, and they come back. Oh no, I'm back, and they'll do a video again every Friday, and then they'll disappear for 3 months, and then they'll come back again. It's like, well, if you're not going to put your full effort into it, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Where are we at? Real interesting just keeps saying movies. All right. I don't know why, but okay. What's for dinner? I don't know. I had a late dinner again, so I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner tonight. We'll see. Diz says enjoying your Target videos. Thank you. Am I gonna do one tomorrow? I don't know. I have to run out to Target to get something, but it's not a shopping trip or an essential. Well, it's just something essential I have to pick up, but it's not like I don't need to go and get groceries. I don't need to do a big trip. I literally just need to go in, get that one thing, and get out. So it's like, am I gonna shoot a video tomorrow in Target? I don't know. Maybe not. I'll have to think about that one. I don't know if I'd have enough enough to really warrant shooting a video, because at least when I'm picking up groceries, I can show all that and I'm buying a bunch of different stuff. But this would literally be me going in and like picking up that one thing I need and then like a movie, and it's like, what would that be, like a 2-minute video? So I don't know. We'll see. There he goes. Gustavo says great channel, Passover Cinema. Greetings from where? Oh, Stockholm. Nice. Luis, yeah, I know I was mentioning a Wet Movie One's video. I saw that. Yep, that was cool. Bohemian says, take this job and shove it. I ain't work here no more. Yeah, that's basically what I said. I felt so bad too, because like they were like understaffed because people just like were not liking that job and they were leaving and stuff. And my boss, well, I mean, he was my boss, my supervisor, whatever. I mean, there was a main boss, somebody who was in charge of like everybody, but my department had a supervisor. So he was like, my boss. He was so stressed out, and they were actually training me to possibly do his job one day. Like I was like his second in command. And when I saw how stressed out he was and how like they were treating him, I was like, I don't want to be trained to do his job someday. Like, I don't think I'd want to be in that position. I was a little nervous because I was like, I don't want to one day be like, all right, he's leaving, you're not going to take his job. And I'd be like, oh, I don't think I want that job. That's a position I don't think I'd want. I'd probably go crazy. But yeah, I felt bad because they were understaffed. And I was like, I told him, I'm like, dude, like, because he's actually the one who came to me and told me that they needed to change my hours. And I was like, that's not going to work. And he was like, well, go talk to so-and-so, which was like the boss, see if maybe there's something they could do. When I came back and I told him, like, they told me, the lady literally said, my main boss, literally, she told me, tough. I was like, when she said that, I was like, what? Like, when I explained to her why I couldn't change my hours, why that wasn't going to work for my family and I, why, my wife works evenings, I have a son, what are we gonna, where's my son going to go for that overlap? What are we going to do? The whole reason I took this job is because you hired me for like to work from here to there. We discussed that when I took the job. Now you're going to change things up on me. She literally just looked at me and said, tough. And I think it was at that point I was like, F you. Like, when she said tough, I was like, well, I'm done working here. Like, that was, like, the rudest thing. Like, if she was, like, had she at least come back to me and said, well, I'm really sorry, but, like, we need here's why we need you to work these hours and blah, blah, blah. I would have been still, like, this stinks, but at least I wouldn't have been, like, mad at them. But when she said tough, I was like, huh? Like, are you, like, that's how you treat us? Nice. So, I went back to my supervisor and I was like, I hate to do this, man, but I gotta go. And he was nice about it. He's like, dude, I understand. He's like, it's we need you. Sucks you're leaving, but he's like, I don't blame you. So he was really cool. He was a nice guy. He was like, if you ever need like a reference, he's like, I'll for a job. He's like, you always got a good reference from me. He was really cool. He was one of the nicest things about that working that job was my supervisor was super nice. He was like the only nice person there. I can tell you the story about the guy who got fired because he smelled so bad. That was a thing at that job. Jim says, well, company. I don't want to give names away. Where are we at? Yeah, Chris, I miss going to thrift stores and flea markets too. I can't wait, man. It's just, yeah, Louise, well, you say collab with Wet Movie after this is all over. I'd have to go out to California, or he'd have to come out to Pennsylvania. See, it's, again, people, I always say, $1 a month. That's $12 a year on Patreon. If I get enough people, enough patrons to just, again, just $12 a year. That's it. $1 a month, $12 a year. If I get enough patrons to get me to the point where I could actually have my wife quit her job. If I was making enough off Cinema Sickness where she could quit her job, and I could fund, you know, the whole household, because right now we've ever since we got married, well, actually even before we got married, when we were just living together, we always split everything. Bills were just split down the middle. We have one. We don't put all our money into a joint account. She has her account, I have my account, but we do have a joint account for bills, and we just put half of what the bills are and everything, and expenses and all that stuff are every month. She puts her half in, I put my half in, we're good to go. But if I was making enough where I could just cover everything myself, she could just stay with the kid, with Sean. She's already said, she's like, if it ever gets to the point where you're making enough off Cinema Sickness that I can quit my job, she's like, you can go and do whatever you want. You want to leave for a month, go out to California just to film? See ya, go for it. Like, she already gave me the go ahead to go anywhere, do anything I want. So I could travel like crazy. But again, I just need to get to that point, and that's the thing. I mean, I'm doing quite well with sales and when I make all my videos and whatnot, I'm doing well, just not that well. Like, so, yeah. So yeah, I said $12 a year, $1 a month. If I got enough people to do that, you know, I could be like, Wet Movie, hey man, coming out to you. We're gonna go shoot something. I'll just fly out there, drive out there. I would love to drive out there. In fact, if it ever got to that point, I think the first thing I would do would be road trip it out to California. I would probably rent a car, maybe rent a van, and I would drive up to Chicago and then Route 66 it all the way out to, was it Santa Monica, right? I'd go all the way out there and just thrift along the way. And then once I got out there, I would, of course, check out Disneyland, because I've always wanted to go there. Haven't been there yet. I'd probably do Disneyland. I'd meet up with Wet Movie. I'd meet up with Cool Duder. I'd meet up with, like, Cinestalker. I'd meet up with all the California crew, do some thrifting and hunting out there, sightsee, have some fun with those guys for like a while, and then probably road trip it back. Or maybe fly back, depending on, I don't know, we'll see. But, yeah, that's what I would love to do. That'd probably be the first big trip I would take. That'd be so much fun. And just to thrift it, like to thrift 66, how cool would that be? Thrifting 66, like every day I'm like thrifting stuff, like thrifting a new store. Like, come on, that'd be so much fun. Oh my gosh, that'd be like the greatest thing ever. Anyway, Bohemian says, I can tell that I miss Goodwill when you have a dream that you buy over $70 of physical media. You're having dreams about it? Yeah. I think I'm missing Disney. I've had a couple of dreams about going to Disney World. I'm like, oh man, I'm really missing Disney World. Hector says, hope you can accomplish that goal. I mean, here, I can see myself accomplishing the goal if things keep growing as they are. The thing is, though, it's not growing by like leaps and bounds. It's not like every year I'm like, whoa, I'm making so much money. I'm making so much more money this year than I did last year. I'm like, wow, I'm making a little bit more this year than I did last year. Like it's little steps. And who knows if that'll keep going up. It could go up, it could go down, it could plateau. Like, who knows where that's going to go. I mean, I hope it grows. I like it to grow. I want it to grow, of course. But, you know, here's the thing is that if it just goes in the direction it's going, it will grow, but it's going to be a while. It's going to be years until maybe I get to that point. But, I mean, if this is still a thing, if YouTube's still a thing in, X amount of years from now, maybe by then, I mean, unless, again, people jump on Patreon. Just saying. $12 a year. $1 a month. Get your name in the credit, girl. Get early access to my videos. Where are we at? Why is Kyle ready to chat with Crazy Joe? I don't know. Hello, I'm back, and I thought this was a family-friendly channel. It's not? Did I say something unfriendly? Maybe. Oh yeah. Martinez Joe says, Dave, like the Crazy Joe chat today. You gonna do more? No, you tried, but you quit. No, you tried, but you're trying again. Oh, you mean for me to do it? Yeah, it didn't really work. I don't want to use my laptop. Every time I use my laptop to do any kind of, and I'm on it now. It's a newer laptop. anytime I try to do like any kind of like video conferencing or whatever, it always just doesn't work. Like it's always really bad, like the connection or something. It never goes right. Ever. I've tried it multiple times. Always horrible. I use my phone, worked perfectly. The only issue is Apple has a thing on their phone where you can do you can record your screen, but if you're doing Skype or was it Zoom or FaceTime or something like that, it won't record audio because I guess it's some like legal thing where they don't want people recording audio or something like that. So I don't know why a thing can't just pop up saying that like David's recording this conversation. Anyway. But they don't. You can't do that. So it's like I can't record. I can't just screen capture. Me doing a FaceTime or me doing a Zoom or Skype or something with somebody. I'd have to do it on my laptop, and it's like I don't want to do that because I know it's just not going to work. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do anything. Matt says, ever since I saw you, I started. Oh, you started collecting because of me? That's awesome. Very cool. All right, I know I'm missing what a lot of you guys are saying. Sorry. Adults say things. It happens. It's like, what did I say? Did I say something bad? I might have just didn't realize it. I don't know. If I cursed, sorry. Sav, what did I do for Sean's birthday? Nothing. There's really nothing to do. He got cake. We gave him some presents, and then we basically just kind of let him do whatever he wanted. Like he didn't have to do any chores. We just said, hey, you want to watch? Because he loves watching YouTube videos and whatnot. So we just let him watch. We let him watch YouTube videos. Hold on, I'm just making sure he's still. Yeah, I don't know what he's doing. But we let him watch YouTube videos like all day, and he just kind of got to do what he wanted today. He was gonna have a party, but obviously, like a month ago or so, we had to cancel that because of everything. So, oh, Randy, oh yeah, oh what the he said cars in the ground on Route 66. Yeah, the Cadillacs. What's that called? I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it. But I know what you mean. The pawn shops here are considered financial institutions, so I might get movies there right now, says Movie King. Oh, wow. Well, I had heard that some states, yeah, pawn shops are open because they're kind of like banks, I guess. But you can't, like, actually do any thrifting at them. Like they have, like, that, like, all the stuff you could buy is, like, closed off. Is that true? I had heard that. I don't know. Wet Movie 1, Cool Dude or Thrifting, YouTube 66, like the movie Paul. Yeah, there you go. You have me buying movies everywhere I go. You're gonna get me. You're gonna get my support, sir. Says hype. Thank you. Awesome. Louis. Louis says, if you want family friendly, don't watch Dave's blooper videos. Yeah, those were the days, weren't they? Ooh. Yeah, that was definitely back before my show went family friendly. Yeah. Oh, Joey, we're not getting into that. All right. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. We're just not getting into it. Mao says, "Why are you selling your Simpson DVDs?" I'm not. What are you talking about? I have seen a trailer, James, for the new Wonder Woman movie. It looks good. I like the last Wonder Woman movie, so I'm sure I like this one. Deadpool says he got some movies at Big Lots today. Yeah, I thought about going into Big Lots the other day, but I don't know. It's like I'm so torn because part of me is like I want to go and like shoot some videos and maybe buy some movies. The other part of me is like, well, should I be going out? Like, I probably shouldn't be going into these stores just to buy movies. It's not really the right thing to do at this time. So it's like, I don't know. But on the other hand, I need to make videos because that's how I make money. And I need money to buy food and essentials. So it's like, I don't know. Movie Man, what did Sean get for his birthday? Pops. He wanted Pops. We got him an Eevee Pop. Got him that pink-haired troll Pop. And we got him... oh man, one other pop. What else was it? Bulbasaur, or no, Squirtle, because he didn't have Squirtle yet. He really likes the Pokemon pops, so we got him that. Yes, this is my little baby bottle of water. I'm not doing a full thing of water. No need to. James says you got Francis. Francis is Talking Mule from Big Lots. Nice. I have the whole like collection of those. Those are fun movies. Luke, does anyone in America drink tap water? I'm sure they do. Well, I mean, technically, my son and wife do. They pour tap water into like a filter thing and whatnot. But I don't know. I don't do that. I do bottles. I'm weird. I'm OCD. I want to drink out of a bottle. I don't know. What? I watched For Your Eyes Only Last, says Kyle. Bohemian says everyone's essentials are different. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It's like, I mean, technically movies are essential to me because it's how I live. It's how I make a living by buying movies. So, you know, technically I would say they are essential because I need to make money. Otherwise I don't eat and don't pay bills. So it's like, what do you do there? I don't know. I just drink water straight from the tap. I hate bottled water. It tastes like plastic. Maybe I like plastic. Hey, John's in the house. Cadillac Ranch. Thank you. That's what it's called. Cadillac Ranch is in Amarillo, Texas on Route 66. Just about midpoint. Because, John, you live in Texas, right? If I'm not mistaken. I need to do a Route 66 trip. That's awesome. Come. I want to read what this says first before I say it, because anytime Joey Baseball says something, I'm like, wait, don't read it out loud. Read it first. Okay, he just says, come to America and drink the tap water, and you will never ask why Americans don't drink tap water again. Like, I've drank, it's not that I haven't drank tap water in my house before. I have. There's been times where I've been out of water and I've been thirsty and I've drank tap water and I'm okay. I tell you though, depending on where you drink it, I can't drink tap water in Florida. And I don't think it's that there's anything bad with the water. I just think it's that maybe my body's not used to whatever their water is. Because anytime I would go to Florida, we'd be in Disney World, and I drink tap water, even just to rinse my mouth out, after brushing my teeth or something like that, I would always get sick. Like, I would like get violently ill like that day. So I stopped doing it. I started bringing water with me, and I've never been sick in Disney World since. I've always been perfectly fine every time I've gone to Disney World, as long as I've been drinking out of bottles. So it's definitely something in their water, and it's not that the water's bad. I'm sure the water's just fine. It's just, again, my body's probably not used to whatever it is in their water or how their water tastes. Maybe it just, I don't know. My body doesn't like it for some reason. Film Vault says can't buy movies at my local stores because they're blocked off. Oh, they're blocked off all the media sections. Yeah. I know some states have done that. Here in Pennsylvania, they haven't done it. I was told they were going to. The manager at Target, she told me about 2 weeks ago that she got word that in the next couple of like in a week or two or so they were going to be shutting off all non-essential stuff, and they haven't done it yet. So maybe she was wrong. I don't know. All right, sorry. Yep, John is from Texas. Awesome. Well, if I do that trip ever, I will. I'll let you know, and maybe I'll stop by. Zero says he shaved his head. I cut my hair. I mean, about a week or so ago, so it's already getting longer than I want it to be, but I cut my hair. I hate cheap cola. I've drank tap water over off-brand cola. Well, yeah, some off-brand soda. I've had off-brand soda that tastes like you're drinking cinnamon. It's like, oh, it's so bad. Well, Jess, I just said that. Jess says if I want to drink tap water, just buy a Brita filter jug and you're good to go. That's what my wife and son drink out of. I don't. I use bottled water. Big Ideas 3 says, Disney water is people. I like that. That's funny. A little Soylent Green comedy there for you. Nice. John says, yes, sir. Lots to see in Dallas. RoboCop filming locations. Nice. Zachary, I haven't seen Doom Patrol yet, so I don't have any thoughts on it. Marcy says, Michigan is shut down to anything they consider non-essentials. No movies, no home improvement, no garden stuff, only food and meds. Wow. No home improvement. See, I would think home improvement and even garden stuff would be essential because A, what if you live off your garden? What if growing, your tomatoes and your zucchinis and whatnot, that's your food. That's what goes on your dinner table. What if you need, fertilizer, or you need, a new hoe, or you need, a new water jug or hose or something, but you can't get it, and no home improvement? I would say home improvement is definitely essential. I mean, if my pipe bursts, what am I going to do? I'm just done? I can't fix it? Or, some kid threw a rock through my window. I don't know, tough. Guess I just have to sleep, with all the rain and wind coming. Like, you know what I mean? Like, home improvement is very essential. That's something, something breaks in your house, you got to fix it. I mean, unless you're going to call somebody, that's... I had to disagree with home improvement and garden. That sounds like something that should be 100% essential. I mean, are movies, technically essential? I mean, again, to your average person, no. To pay the bills for me, yes. But for your average person, no. But I think home improvement is, and even gardening is essential, should be essential to everybody. Marcy says exactly that's why there's big protests going on in our capital. I mean, what are they protesting? What they're blocking off? Are they protesting just everything opening? If they're protesting blocking off home improvement stuff and gardening stuff, I could be on board with that. I mean, yeah, because that stuff, I think that stuff should not be blocked off. So yeah, I don't know. Somebody watched Crazy Joe's channel. Jeffrey says, how did Target manager honor the buy two get one free when you went back for the second time? She just did a return. Well, no, I didn't go into full detail. She wanted to do a return, but it wouldn't let her do a return. Cause I guess even though she was a manager, Target, I don't know, what's what I'm looking for? Their system, their computer system literally isn't letting them do returns. It's not that they're just not doing returns because they don't want to, or because they're told not to. They can't do returns. Even if they wanted to, they can't do returns. So she tried to and it wouldn't let her. And she's like, oh, this is ridiculous. And she's like, well, here's what I'll do. And she just basically charged me the difference. She did the math and she's like, okay, here's how much you would owe if you bought 3 instead of just 2 movies. And she ended up, because I think one of the movies I bought was going to be the cheapest one. So when I went back for that third movie, it was more expensive. So she had to charge me the extra, I think it was like $4 or something like that. So she's like, oh, $4.12 is what the extra would be with tax and whatnot. And I was like, okay. So she just charged me the extra for the one movie I went to pick up, which I can only imagine. I was thinking, I'm like, that's gotta screw up their system, right? Like, wouldn't that throw off their figures? I mean, I know it's only for one movie, so I'm sure in the long scheme of things, that one movie that isn't gonna throw off everything, but that's not going to come out right? I don't know. I didn't care. I was like, whatever you got to do, lady. She was nice. She was super, super nice too. That's the thing. She was so friendly. Because when I went in there, I'm like, oh man, are they going to be upset that I needed to do this, or what's going to happen? Or is she going to be like, why are you here? You only come in for essential. I didn't know. I didn't know if she was going to freak out. No, she was super friendly and super nice. I love that. Why can't all managers of stores just be super, super nice? That'd be so great. I can't tell you how many not nice managers I've met over the years, but I've met a lot of nice ones too. She was a nice one. She was one of the good ones. She was a good. Joey says, okay, somebody agreed with them. Stores around here are now forcing people to have gloves on before entering the store, which makes no sense because unless you put on new gloves are no cleaner than your hands. Yeah, I could see that. They're not forcing us to wear gloves here, thankfully. But they are forcing us to wear masks. We do have to wear masks in Pennsylvania now to go into a store. But yeah, the glove thing doesn't make any sense because, yeah, unless you're changing gloves. And what if you're allergic to latex or something like that? Or yeah, that wouldn't yeah. How are you gonna monitor that? If hey, let's just use me. I put latex gloves on. I'm touching my steering wheel. I'm driving around. I go into a store, I'm touch stuff, get back in my car, you know, like, sure, I know you're supposed to be like changing them like, every time and whatnot, but if I don't do that, which I guarantee you a good 75% of people who go out with gloves on probably don't do it, probably don't change them at all. It's not going to do anything. It's like when they say like, oh, we want to check people's temperatures, like, you know, to go in places. Like I heard people talking about that. It's like, how many people are like asymptomatic where like, you know, they're carrying the disease. They're, you know, they have it on their breath, but they're not showing any sign or symptoms whatsoever. Because apparently, like, I think it's like 75% of people or more, something like that, who even have corona, like, don't have any symptoms or have very slight symptoms and like don't even have a fever or anything. So it's like, what would that even do? Like, what would checking everybody's temperature do? You know, that like 10% of people you catch coming into your store with a temperature? I don't think it's gonna make a huge difference. Luke doesn't have to wear a mask yet. Yeah, I mean, I knew it was coming here because I think it was I forget. There was like 2 different states that said like, oh, you got to start wearing masks, and I was like, okay, well, I knew in Pennsylvania, Governor Wolf, I was like, I know he's like, he jumps on everything. If another state, if he's not on it first, if another state does it, he's gonna get on it. And as soon as other states started doing the mask thing, I was like, I give it like 2 days, and it literally was. I think within 2 days he had made a statement saying like we had to wear masks. So. It's all good. I can't breathe in those things. I ordered a new one, so maybe I'll be able to breathe in that one. But it's not going to show up for like another week or so. Ooh, Sav says his next door neighbor has it. That stings. Some people are just always warm, says Kristen. Yeah, what if like you don't have it, but you have a temperature? Like, huh. Chris says, are you tempted to buy movies online for the library? Or are you just happy to wait till thrift stores open again? I'll just wait till they open again for right now. We'll see. Jeffrey says, why don't you do most of your current hunting at Target and not Walmart? Because I don't want to spend like an hour in Walmart. I kind of feel bad. If I go to Walmart, I know I'm going to be in there for like an hour just looking through all the movies. It's going to turn into like a big like hour-long hunting trip for me. And it's like, I probably shouldn't do that. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I will. Honestly, the longer this goes on, I'm not going to have a choice. Like, I got to do something. Like, I got to still make money. So I'm trying to get around, you know, going out and doing any like big hunting or going to a store just for the sake of hunting. I'm trying to avoid any of that. But it's like, you know, depending on how long this goes, I might not have a choice if I want to like, you know, actually make some money. So, you know, and you know, and I know when I say make money, what I mean is be able to buy food. If I want to make money to be able to buy food and pay the bills for the month, you know, I might have to. So we'll see. I'm trying to get around not doing that now, but it might come down to that. You know, we can't, never say never. Might have to, but I don't know. Movie Man says he does not like to name names. Or no, Mo says, Movie Man, he does not like to name names. I don't know, what did Movie Man say? Oh, Movie Man says, who's the worst manager you met? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I remember that one time that I had a really rude one in Best Buy. I'm not sure who the rudest one I met was. I've just met some rude ones. Some people are just snarky and they've got attitudes. And I never try to do that. Anytime I like, if I ever talk to a manager, I have to do return or something, I always try to be really nice and friendly. And then sometimes people just, anyway. Where are we at? I read that one. Georgia is talking. Yeah, Brandon. He says Georgia is talking of reopening places next week. I am curious. I'm really curious to see how this goes. Because a lot of places are talking about that. A lot of states have. I keep at least from what I've been seeing online. You know, you take what you see online always with a grain of salt. But a lot of places are talking about. A lot of states are talking about opening up over the next like, couple weeks. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm curious because like it's going to go one of two ways, or well, I guess maybe one of three ways. No, I guess it'd be one of two. Either A, they're going to do it, and everything's going to kind of just like be fine and. Maybe levels are going to stay the same or maybe levels are even going to drop or, you know, it's going to be like, you know, yeah, they were fine opening back up or they're going to open back up and everything's going to like the S is going to hit the fan, in which case then like, you maybe that wasn't the best idea. So it's going to go one of two ways. And all I know is there's no way Governor Wolf here in Pennsylvania, there's no way he's going to open up early. So I'm like, all right, well, we'll let the other states test this one out. We'll see how it goes. we'll let them test the waters. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I'm curious. I hope for the best. I don't want to see anything bad happen to anybody. But can't see. I'm not curious to see how that goes down. Jeff says I can still shop at Big Lots and Ollie's. Yes, yep. I can. There's a lot of stores that you can change up hunting with. Yeah, I know, but again, I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to go out to stores just to hunt right now. I don't want to do that right now. I don't want to, I mean, if I do that, I'm going to catch a lot of flack. There's going to be a lot of negativity on my videos if I do that. So I don't want to deal with that. Also, I just feel I shouldn't. I don't feel it's right for me to do that. But like I said, if it comes down to the point where I'm just like, I got to do something, like, I need maybe sales have plateaued at my store. And, I need to start making more money, off my videos. Because right now, my store's doing quite well. I guess because everybody's inside, a lot of people are buying stuff from my Instagram store. A lot of people are buying stuff on Mercari. So my store's doing very well, actually better than usual. My store already does, I don't know what I'm trying to say. My store already does very well. But it's been doing like phenomenally well, like over the last 2 months, which is great. But is that going to peter off at some points? I don't know. But my YouTube revenue has gone way down. I'm not making nearly what I'm not. I used to think I don't make a lot off YouTube. Just in case you're wondering, I don't have enough. You need to have hundreds of thousands of viewers to make a lot off YouTube. Obviously, I don't have that. So I make money off YouTube, but I don't make a lot. But it is, a little bit. It is a little bit extra, which is good, and it does help, towards. Because again, I say Cinema Sickness isn't just YouTube. Cinema Sickness is YouTube, the store, Patreon, Spreadshirt. It's all like 4 of those things coming together. And what I make off all those 4 things together at the end of the month needs to add up to this much so that I can pay bills and stuff. So again, the store's doing very well, which is great because, my YouTube revenue's taken a hit. My store's gone up. That's great. But if my store starts to go down or plateaus and, it's maybe just bringing in the normal amount or even maybe less or something like that because of whatever, then I might need to start doing something with YouTube. I might need to get my YouTube revenue back up again. So, I need to keep that, those levels. So we'll see. Wait, John says your life is a different reflection of your level of investments in yourself. What the heck does that mean? I don't know. Can I see thrift stores having more of an online presence after this? Probably not. I don't think it's going to happen. I think things will go, maybe for a little while, obviously things won't be 100% back to normal, but I think eventually things will go back to how they were. Again, I think it'll kind of be I think 9/11 where afterwards there was a lot of craziness for a while and then things went back to normal. There might be some, things put in place to make sure something like this doesn't ever happen again. But I'd say for the most part, we're probably going to be going back to normal, just again, we did after 9/11, where, things were crazy for a while afterwards. People were on high alert, security everywhere, things were kind of nuts. And then we kind of went back to a bit of normalcy. I think it's going to be the same thing. Luke says, I hate buying DVDs because where I live, they are sped up to 25 FPS from 24 FPS, which makes people's voices sound higher pitched. The only thing that I will, what's it say? Hub are things that are shot in, are things that are shot 25 FPS. I don't know what? Okay. I'm so lost as to what you're talking about. Boy, sorry. I keep missing what everybody's saying. Oh, things are jumping around. Joey says something about, what about buying pins, Joey? I do want to buy Disney pins. I will be buying Disney pins. I can't wait to go back to the Disney. I'll be buying more. Yeah, Jeffrey. He says, Dave, have you thought about doing any blowout sales to clear out some of your inventory? I was thinking about it because I do have a lot of back. Actually, I probably will. I have like 2 or 3 tubs of movies that are still left over from when I did my my library purge, and I just kind of want to get rid of that stuff instead of like having to relist everything. So what I might do is at some point like lay it all out, just take a picture and do like a 2 for $5 deal or something like that, and just try to get rid of it just so I can make some money and then not have to worry about relisting it or listing it at all. So I might end up doing that. We'll see. But right now sales are really good. So it's like I kind of don't want to do a sale because like, you know, things that are listed at normal price are selling really well. But things I haven't listed yet, those are the things I might do a sale on just so I don't have to list them. Like just to make my life easier. I don't have to list all that stuff. The more stuff I can get rid of before I even list it, the you know, less work I have to do. So I don't know what you're talking about, John. It's about comics? Okay, I don't know. Robert says, hey Dave, do a best of compilation with some extras, making it like 3 hours long. Best of compilation DVD with some extras, makes it 3 hour long. We'll buy it if you need your own physical media for sale. Yeah, I mean, I had thought about doing that, but I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if he would actually buy if I did a DVD or a Blu-ray. I'd probably have to do a Blu-ray. My videos aren't super long, but you know, they're HD, they're 1080 HD, and they're like, what, 10, 20 minutes long or something like that, so I'd probably have to do, Blu-ray. Zach says, hi from Iowa, and then everything disappeared. Alec, do I like the show Roseanne? Yeah, I love Roseanne. That was a great show. Well, I've never seen the new, well, it's not called Roseanne anymore. It's called The Connors now. I've never seen a single episode of the news show. I hear some people like it, some people don't. I don't know. Never seen any of that. But, Roseanne, yeah, I loved it. That was a great show. Ended kind of weird, but otherwise it was a great show. Backquin says he'd love to see a Cinema Sickness DVD. Speaking of DVDs, would you have a problem if anyone made unofficial DVDs of every season of Cinema Sickness? Yeah, good luck with that. How you gonna make a unofficial DVD? Like, I do a video every single day. My seasons are like how many episodes long? Yeah, if somebody wants to do that, I say go for it, because that's gonna be a task. Why is Titanic on 2 VHS in the US and UK only on 1? I guess because it wouldn't it be a faster runtime in the UK due to it being PAL, right? That's my guess. I think first bad idea says I think thrift stores will have a lot of donations from people cleaning out their houses. Question is, will you want to touch that stuff? I would hope workers will clean stuff. I would touch it. I don't care. I feel bad. I actually did some spring cleaning over the weekend. I took my the office where I store all my store merchandise, and I cleaned it out because it was getting to the point where my store merchandise was like in too many bins and it wasn't organized very well, and people would order stuff and it'd take me like a half hour just to like dig through everything and find that one item somebody ordered, and I was like, I gotta organize this better. I gotta do like a box of smalls and books and all my DVDs in one spot, and you know, all my plush in one spot. Like, somebody wants to order a plush, I know, okay, it's in either one of those 2 bins. You know, it's so much easier now. So I redid that whole room, and in doing that, I got rid of a bunch of stuff. There was all kinds of things I had just kept over the years that, just personal stuff, not store stuff. And I threw it all out. I was like, this is all stuff I could donate. I even had some clothes that I had put in bags. Like, I should have done this before all this stuff happened. But I put in bags like months ago, but it was so cold and I didn't want to donate anything because I didn't want to get out in the cold and donate stuff. So I was like, oh, once the spring hits, I'll donate these clothes. I ended up like throwing those clothes away. I felt so bad, but I'm like, I gotta get rid of this stuff. I don't have room for this stuff anymore in the house. I can't just let it sit around for the next like month or two. I gotta get rid of it. So unfortunately, I ended up having to throw that stuff out. Would have loved to have donated it, but the donation centers are closed. You can't even donate stuff now. So yeah, I felt bad, but I had to get it out of the house. I didn't have room for it anymore. I mean, unless I wanted it sitting in like hallways and like tripping over and stuff like that, which I wasn't gonna have that happen. TZ Led Zepp. No, I don't have Dirt Bike Kid on Blu-ray. I don't have that movie on anything. I don't think. Oh wow, Bohemian says his local Goodwill actually blocked their parking lot. Well, I've been hearing about a lot of thrift stores around me apparently have been like putting out things on their Facebook pages about like do not drop off stuff, because apparently like they've been getting inundated with people dropping things off. I guess people who just, you know, get there and realize they're closed and they're just throwing bags of clothes and toys and whatnot. They're just chucking all this stuff just in the back of these stores, and you know that's not good. One local store actually said, you know, we have cameras back there. If you dump stuff, you can get that. Like, I guess there's some law against doing that. So if they dump stuff back there, they can actually get like, you know, in trouble, and the law on them. They're like, we will report you. We will give your license plate to the cops. Do not drop stuff off in the back of the stores. So. Film Vault. I've not started 30 Rock yet. I actually started something else you guys wanted me to watch, the Country Music, which is the documentary by Ken Burns. I started watching that. I was gonna start 30 Rock the other day, but I was like, you know, I kind of feel like watching a documentary, and I was like, oh man, everybody's been talking about that country music documentary that I bought at the closing Walmart and how great it is. So I'm like, I'm gonna watch that finally. So far, it's been great. I've only watched the first 2 episodes, but they're like, each episode's like 2 hours long, so it's like watch the movie every time. Gosh, see, everything keeps disappearing. I want to read what you guys are saying, but everything keeps going away. Hey, there's Jessica. Jess says, I'm sending you a box with goodies for the store/you. Thank you, Jess. That's awesome. And another reason why I want to do Route 66, because Jessica lives in Albuquerque, which Route 66 goes right through, and she has sent me photos of the most amazing stores. She's like, oh, look at this store I'm thrifting at today. That's like a whole wall of DVDs and Blu-rays. I'm like, I want to go to Albuquerque. So, yeah, there'd be a layover in Albuquerque if I did Route 66. I'd be staying in Albuquerque for like a day or two, and we'd be thrifting those stores you always send me pictures of, because just, I'm so jealous. You got some good looking stores in Albuquerque. Yep, and then I lost everything everybody else is saying. Boy. Brandon says that the donation centers in South Jersey are still open, just not the stores. They were like that here in Pennsylvania for like a week or so when all the Goodwills like shut down and like non-essential stores shut down. They still kept the donation sections open. Like you could still drop stuff off, and then within like a week, all those stores were like, no, we're not doing that anymore. So. Joey says, don't feel bad. Grocery stores throw millions of pounds of good food away every day. Yeah, that's true. Oh, here we go. Jeffrey says, I really enjoyed your Skype call with Crazy Joe. I think you can do one with Rick next week. That would be so fun. Well, okay, first off, it wasn't my Skype video. It was Crazy Joe's Skype. Yeah, he says, I really enjoy your Skype video. Well, it wasn't my Skype video. It was Crazy Joe's Skype video that I was on. That wasn't my channel. It was Crazy Joe's channel. I wanted to do something, but I already discussed it earlier. It doesn't, the way in which I want to do it doesn't work. I don't want to use my freaking laptop, because I know it's going to be a pain. It's not going to work. Using Skype and whatnot on my laptop just never works right. Never works right for some reason. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Oh, excuse me. And there it goes. Punk Nerd says, hey, Warner Archives just emailed me about getting reviews for movies. Oh, cool. Yeah, Don says we're talking about opening up here soon. Yeah, I discussed that earlier about stores opening up. Ooh, Jeffrey, what's my favorite Dolly Parton song and movie? Man, she's got a lot of good songs. I don't know if I have just one. Favorite movie? Oof. Again, I don't know if I have a favorite Dolly Parton movie. I don't know. It's hard to say what my favorite of all that stuff would be. Joey, that burp will be the beginning of the video. I don't know, maybe. We'll see. It's like I drink all this stuff and I'm chugging the water and I'm talking and I'm taking in all this air and I'm like, oh. Good thing I'm not drinking soda right now. I'd be burning up a storm, right? Gotta keep losing what you guys are saying. The other day I watched a movie in 3D and I have terrible 3D glasses which hurt your nose because of the way it sits. They also have no battery cover, so the glasses turn off every half hour, says Luke. That stings. My eyes were bright red at the end. Yikes. Yeah, Donald, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas is a good movie. Yeah, it's a great one. I haven't watched that in years. I should rewatch that. It's been a long time. What? Okay, John, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. Are you going to get HBO Max next month, says Drew. Nope. Okay. And there we go. That's done. Yeah, Jim, I agree. He is just rambling. So he's been blocked. Sorry, John. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just saying a bunch of random stuff. So. Oh, Billy Joe is live on Instagram. What's he doing? What songs he playing? Hey, Nathan, what's up? What time is it? Oh, it's only 9? Oh, my gosh. Do I have to go 2 hours today? Alec, I do like this show, The Office. Yes. Oh, Pugner says Billy Joe's just talking on Instagram. Okay, cool. Jeffrey, what was the tipping point that got you to subscribe to Disney Plus? And what did you think of Onward? The tipping point was one of you guys gave me your password. I don't have Disney Plus. I do not have Disney Plus. And Onward was great. Not my favorite Pixar movie, but it was good. Drew, I have not seen Tiger King, and I have no interest in watching it. Nathan, do I like plush dolls? Sure. I got a Mickey and Minnie behind me, so I guess. I've been consuming your content for the last year or so. Thank you, Duff. That's awesome. Man, now I'm thinking about what I'm having for dinner. I'm getting hungry. I had a late dinner, but now it's like now I'm kind of getting hungry. Actually, I kind of want to get food. The problem is that due to this whole thing, even the places that are open late, usually like the stores that like would still be open when I done my live stream, they're like closing early now. So it's like, where am I gonna go? Like right now, I'd probably just go to the pizza joint. They'd still be open. I think they're open at 10. Yeah, now I don't know where I'm gonna go. Dave, Jeffrey says, Dave, what happened to your Figment plush? I still have my Figment plush. He's, I guess you can't see him. He's back. Where is he? I don't know. He's up there somewhere. I can't show him in the video, but he's still here. I still have him in down here. I have these two guys, Mickey and Minnie. I got the Figment plush, and I have the Jeffrey the giraffe plush. The only plush I still have down here. Joey, have you ever had a Whopper or a Big Mac? Yes, both, but with nothing on them, just plain. Just burger bun. I've been eating a lot of frozen pizza, says Jim. Yeah, I could eat frozen. I do have. Oh, wait, no. I think I'm out of frozen pizza. There's something I could get tomorrow if I did end up going out to Target. I need more frozen pizza. I think I'm out. I think I ate my last frozen pizza the other day. Maybe I'll do that. We'll see. Jim says, and delivery pizza too. Yeah, for a while I was getting Domino's again because I was like, it's one of the few things open and it's easy. It's right up the street. And I realized, man, Domino's is a quick fix. Domino's is one of those things where it's like, if I'm at a convention and, I'm really hungry, I need somebody to deliver, I'll just call up Domino's and have them deliver a pizza to like the convention center. And, that's fine. But just normally, like, I don't really want Domino's. Like, I don't like Domino's that much. They're very mediocre in my opinion. They're just, I'm not the biggest fan. So, yeah, I don't know. I ate there like maybe 2 or 3 times over the past like, I don't know, month and a half or whatever. And, I'm just like, no, I think I'm done. So I was pretty happy to find out one of my local pizza joints were still open, and I've been eating pizza there. It's much better, much better. Gosh darn it, things keep going away. I hate that. Okay, here we go. Jesse, Dave, we're still looking. Dave, we're still looking for retro bed sheets. When you or am I still are you saying am I still looking for retro bed sheets when I'm hunting? Found some ET and WWF retro sheets from the 80s if you were interested in them. Heck yeah. Really? That's awesome. Yes, I always still look at the linens when I go to thrift stores because I love getting vintage bed sheets for the store. Definitely. Those are always fun things to have at the store. I love stuff like that because like they're just like such random things. And yeah, like, stuff like that for the store is awesome. Definitely. Jim says all the Chinese places are closed around him. I don't like Chinese food, so I'm okay with that. Can't wait. Douglas says can't wait to see you thrifting. Can't wait to see your thrifting videos again. They're my favorite. And I want to say thank you guys for watching. For watching my the videos I've been reposting. They're re-edits of videos. So like so any videos I'm like reposting aren't the same videos again. It's a re-edit of a video. I'm basically going back and taking my like long 2-hour long Jake's hunting videos where because for a little while there I was doing those videos where I was just doing them unedited. Decided I don't want to do that anymore, obviously. So I'm going back and I'm taking those videos and I'm editing them down. I'm taking out all the parts where we're just walking and not talking, or where I'm like turning to Rick and saying like, "Hey, what do you want to do for dinner tonight?" You know what I mean? Like parts that like, why is this even in the video? Like I'm showing the pickups and the interesting stuff. If there is an interesting conversation that happens, I'll include that. But I'm just cutting out all like the junk that doesn't need to be in there. And in doing that, I'm taking out like half the video, which like is good. There's a lot of like filler. So I'm taking out all the filler. That's what I'm doing. And I'm making them, in my opinion, better videos. So it's the same content, just cut down into a better video. So for those of you who've been rewatching those, thank you so much. It's how I'm trying to get some hunting videos out there for you guys by re-editing them. Jeffrey, which fast food joint has the best plain hamburgers? Oh, as far as fast food, I'm gonna go with Burger King. I would say, yeah, Burger King. Joby says, I still find it strange that Figment is your favorite Disney character. He doesn't even have a movie. Yeah, but he's a park character. I like Disney parks better than I like Disney movies. So, I mean, I love Disney movies, but I'm a Disney parks guy. Douglas, do I have any horror Funko Pops? Do I have any horror ones? I have Shelley Duvall from Shining. I have that. I don't have Jack. I wish I had. I need a Jack Torrance. Is that it? I don't know if I have any other horror ones. I need some more horror pops. So yeah, Douglas. I don't think I have many horror Funko Pops. Unfortunately, I need more. All right, where are we at? I keep having to like go back. Would you watch a Figment movie in theaters since you're such a Figment fan? Says Joey. No, but I'd buy it on DVD. Yeah, Noah. Noah says KFC now has French fries. Yeah, they weren't bad. I got them, but I missed the wedges. I mean, that was kind of one of the things. Like when you go to KFC, one of the nice things is that like you were getting potato wedges, which. I mean, again, their fries are fine. It's not like I've had their fries. I just had their fries a couple days ago. They were okay. They weren't bad. I didn't dislike them, but it's just like going to Burger King or Wendy's or McDonald's. It's like, I could have got fries from one of those places. One of the things I like is like, I'm coming here, I'm getting fried chicken, or actually I get the grilled chicken, but I'm getting grilled chicken, I'm getting potato wedges, I'm getting a biscuit. It's different. Now that it's like fries, it's like, well, now I feel like, I'm getting like a little bit different, but a little bit more of the same. And it's like, I miss it. I wish I'd go back to the potato wedges. I wish they'd season them a little bit. Potato wedges with just a little bit of seasoning. That would have been nice. That would have been great. Why don't they do that? Why don't they put a little seasoning on them? Joey, can I get some videos with commentary from Pink Hair Stephanie? You mean Stephanie doing the commentary on them? I don't know. That's what I should do. I should repost videos. I should make everybody else do work for me. I should be like, Stephanie, here, take this video and record commentary on it. Rick, here, record commentary on this video. I'll make them do the work and then I'll post it. It's a good idea. Make other people work for me. I like that. Chris says, have I ever contacted Mill Creek about releasing one of your favorite movies on Blu-ray? What? Oh, Spice World? I've never have, but I should. I mean, it's a Sony movie, so, or no, wait, it's Sony, right? Yeah. Right? Is it? Is Spice World Sony? I want to say it is, but I could be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure Spice World's Sony. So it's like, yeah, they could do it then. Jason, he says, I'm not trying to watch the news anymore. I'm getting so sick of, like, I'm trying to go on Facebook anymore. Like, here's the thing. It's getting toxic on both sides. Like, there's sides to this whole thing that's going on. And every side is just as annoying and just as, they're all a bunch of a-holes. Like, every side. It's like people who are trying to be, you know, I hate them all. I'm wanting to, like, unfriend everybody. I'm friends with on Facebook. Because it's like, whether you're posting something that's, like, making you look like an ignorant jerk, I want to unfriend you, or whether you're posting something that's like, oh, I'm really for, like, this thing that's really good, but I'm kind of coming off like a jerk because I'm just so, like, you know, arrogant about it and whatnot. It's like, I want to unfriend you as well. So it's like, I'm sick of it. Like, I can't stand it. It's like, nobody's being positive. Everybody's just being so negative, which I think is one of the, I don't know. That's the way it always goes. I still think, even though I make my money off, like, you know, the internet, I still think the internet's one of the worst things that ever happened to the world. It was supposed to be great. You know, this great thing connecting everybody and giving everybody information and whatnot. And I think it's like, it's made the world go to heck in a handbasket, if you will. I think that, I look back on it, I remember, like, mid-90s, like, how, like mid-90s and on, like, things were, like, pretty cool, as far as, like, people, like, I mean, it's not that there weren't rude people, it's not that there weren't jerk people, but I feel like people got along better. I feel like there were more, you know, communities were more of a thing. And then it's like, once the internet came around, I feel like community stopped being a thing, and, like, people stopped being as friendly, and everybody started getting really mean and angry all the time, and, like, super opinionated on stuff. And it's just like, nobody could get along anymore, and everybody has to have their own opinion on things, and you know, nobody can agree anymore. And it's like, I honestly think it was the internet that did that. 100% feel it was the internet that made the world go so bad. So it's like, I can't do it anymore. So I'm so tired of social media. Honestly, if not for Cinema Sickness, I wouldn't even have Facebook. I would completely delete Facebook and just stick to Instagram, which isn't nearly as toxic. There is some annoying stuff on Instagram, yeah, definitely, but it seems there's a lot more pictures of people posting, you know, here's the food I'm eating, or here's my dog, or something. There's a lot more of that on Instagram, which I don't mind seeing, as opposed to people just posting and reposting toxic stuff or fake stuff or just horrible stuff. Facebook just is the place for, like, toxicity. Anyway, rant for the day, over. Yes, Jess says Spice World is Sony. Yeah, I thought so. Yep. KFC had fries for years in the UK. I didn't know that. You know what fries I miss, though? You guys remember Arby's used to have home-style fries? Those were great. What I used to do is, I think I've said this before, when I would go to Arby's and get French fries, they would say, you know, oh, do you want home-style or do you want curly? And I would say, can you give me both? And they would actually, they would always say yes. It seems like a thing they would always do. They would take a little bit of curly fries, stick them in the thing, a little bit of home-style, stick them in the thing, and you'd have this nice bouquet of curly and home-style. It was awesome. I loved doing that. Miss those days. Jim says Facebook is the worst. Yeah, it is. A lot of conspiracy theorists on Facebook. Yep. Sav says pink hair, Steph. Watch it. For everybody who's not watching the news, good for you. Stay away from mainstream media. Nothing but lies. I'm proud of you all, says Joey. I wouldn't say it's all lies, but definitely some. Mike says, for some reason, this video is getting a lot of feedback when you speak. Anybody else hearing that? I don't know. I'm not doing anything different. I have everything set up the way it always is. Should I push the camera back a little bit or something? I don't know. You guys tell me. And just to get, like, that's why I hate YouTube, their feed. It does this thing where, like, I'm reading what you guys are saying, and, like, all of a sudden, like, I guess too many things come up, and then it just jumps. I'm like, I don't know what you guys are saying. Okay. Yeah, Jesse. I mean, here's the thing, I'm not disagreeing with you, Jesse. I mean, you're not necessarily wrong. I don't want to get into that on this channel though, but you're not necessarily wrong. Yeah, Noah says people in Ohio are rioting outside the courthouse to go back to normal. Doing the same thing here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, our capital. People are out there protesting as well. Yeah. All right, Jason. That's a bit much. But I guess you never know. Jeffrey says, I really want to see you score some Slim Jims. I can't find them. My wife has gone out to buy groceries like a couple times, just on our own. We don't, again, we have a weird family. Like, we don't like grocery shop together just because we want different things, and we run out of food at different times. Like, I need food at different times, and my wife needs different foods. So, like, we won't go out together a lot. I'll go out and get what I need. She gets what she needs. But if I am going out, I'll say, do you need me to get you anything? Obviously, because if she is out of something, I'll grab it for her, and vice versa. So the last couple of times she's gone out, she says, is there anything you need? And I'm like, oh, no, I'm good. I just went shopping. And I'm like, wait. Slim Jims. If they have Slim Jims, get me some. And, like, nobody has them. Nobody has Slim Jims. I'm not talking, like, one Slim Jim. I'm not talking about a little pack of Slim Jims. I want a full box of Slim Jims like I get. Nobody has them. Everybody is out. Slim Jims are, like, just gone. Mo says it's universal. No, maybe in some countries. Isn't... Really? I thought Spice Roll was... I could look, but I don't know. I don't know. Everybody's saying it's universal. I thought it was Sony. I'm pretty sure it's Columbia TriStar, isn't it? Because Columbia TriStar is Sony. Yeah, there we go. Bradshaw Studios, $2 super chat. Spice Rolls made by Sony. That's what I thought. Spice Roll is definitely it's Columbia, right? Do I have Disney's Principal Takes a Holiday? Ooh, says David. I don't know if I have that. That sounds so familiar. I might have it on VHS or something, maybe. I don't know. Bohemian says, I found original Slim Jims the other day, like a box of them. That's awesome. I've been getting them occasionally from my local convenience store, Wawa. They have like the super like long ones. I've been like grabbing some of those when I go out because I mean, I don't know. It's so funny. Like I had no interest in Slim Jims for like years. I used to eat them all the time as a kid. I still to this day do not know why I stopped eating them. I just did. Like I know why like Cowtails, like the caramel with cream in the middle. I stopped eating those when I was a kid because I got sick of them. I ate so many of them I couldn't stand them anymore. I'll eat them nowadays. I'm okay with nowadays. Crescent rolls, like the Pillsbury crescent rolls. Those things are so good. But when I was a little kid, I stopped eating them because my mom would make them every dinner, which for a while was great. Until it got to the point where I was like, I can't stand these anymore. Like, even the smell of them would make me, like, physically sick. I couldn't stand crescent rolls anymore. Of course, nowadays, once again, I love them because it's, been all these years. But Slim Jims, I never got sick of Slim Jims. I just stopped eating them. And I went all these years without eating them. And I was like, wait, why? Like, I'm gonna have one. Like, it was a couple months ago, I had a Slim Jim again for the first time in years. And I was like, these are great. And now I've been obsessed with them. And then this whole thing happens and I can't find them. Randy says Sam's Club. I'm not part of Sam's Club. I am part of BJ's, though. And my wife did look at BJ's when she was there a couple days ago, and they did not have any at BJ's. Check Dollar Trees or Slim Jims. They have boxes, or just... I don't think they have a whole box, right? I don't know. Yeah, everybody keeps saying Spice World's Columbia TriStar. Yep, that's what I thought. It's Sony. It's Universal Sony. Jeffrey says, how do you... People, let Jeffrey know. He says, how do I do a super chat? It's through YouTube. I don't know how you do it. I guess you click on something. I can't see that here because this is my own thing. But if anybody knows how to do a super chat, yeah, I don't know. Let him know. Oh, in Australia we have Universal Sony Pictures. Oh, they're they're together in Australia. That's interesting. Oh, Bohemian says yes in the box. All right, I'm gonna go to the Dollar Tree look for some Slim Jims. Ooh, would they have Slim Jims at Dollar General? I could do some movie hunting there too. That's a thought. Anyway, what do I do? I don't know what you're saying. I buy beef and cheese packs. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of those, but I know what you mean. Joey says Slim Jims aren't healthy. This right here is about the only thing healthy I eat. I do drink water, and that's about it. Otherwise, everything I eat's horrible for me. I don't eat healthy food. That's disgusting. Why would I eat healthy food? All right, people. All right. We're not getting into conspiracy theories here. Let's just... I'll have to start blocking those if that happens. Sap says, give me pizza, burgers, or bacon, sandwiches, soda, and candy, and I'm happy. Heck yeah. Don't forget hot dogs. Hot dogs are good too. And chicken fingers. Film Vault, what's my opinion on Dwayne Johnson movies? Do you have a favorite? I love The Rock. Favorite Rock movie though? Again, I don't know what I'd say my favorite of his movies are. I love them. When The Rock's in the movie, I'm usually completely on board. And since you're a Disney Park fan, what did you think of the Jungle Cruise trailer? Oh yeah, the Jungle Cruise trailer looked great. So did they push that movie back? That movie didn't come out, or did it come out? Did that movie come out, or did it not? I can't remember now. Like before this happened, which movies actually made it into theaters and which movies did not. Was the Jungle Book one of the ones that made it, or did that get like pushed to like next year or something? Oh, Carnage says, click the dollar symbol under the chat window below. Yeah, it's not on mine, but I guess on yours it would be. There you go. Click the dollar sign. So, okay, anybody who wants to do a super chat, just click the dollar sign. Jim, game plan is good. Okay, Mike says, yeah, they delayed Jungle Book for next year. Okay, I guess it never made it out. That's a shame. That stinks. I'm really surprised more companies, even like Disney and stuff, didn't I mean, how would Disney do it? Because Disney Plus, you're paying... See, I don't know how Disney would do it, because Disney's like, you're not paying for the movie itself, you're paying for the whole service. So I guess they couldn't charge you individually for like a movie. Or could like Disney Plus, maybe... Here's the thing, maybe Disney Plus could have a thing where like, if you wanted to watch a movie early, like they could still charge you, like okay, like you have Disney Plus, so you have access to this new movie, but it will cost you, like $10, $15, $20, whatever to watch it, and then eventually it'll be for free on Disney Plus. They could do something like that, right? Or do they do something like that? I don't even know. I'm surprised they haven't done that. My sister had to rent it, and she has Disney Plus. Had to rent what? Yeah, so I don't know why they don't do more stuff like that. Because I think like with this whole thing that's going on, I'm surprised more companies haven't. I know some have, but I'm surprised more companies haven't been testing the waters with just putting everything in the streaming immediately and seeing how that goes. But I guess at the same time, if they did that, with every movie that was supposed to get scheduled, they'd probably end up losing a lot of money because yeah, they're testing the waters with certain movies. And seeing how it goes, but if they did that with every movie, then they'd lose a lot of money because not everybody's going to do that, and it's a new thing. So, yeah, I guess in the long run, it'd probably screw them over, so I guess I understand. But I know I'd be tempted to rent some movies if that was the case. I don't know. Yes, I did see Onward, guys. That was a good movie. Sav says, I just Googled Spice Roll. It says Universal Pictures. All right, hold on a sec. Hold on. Now you guys are driving me crazy. I'm gonna grab Spice Roll from the UK, and all right. Let's see here. All right, no, I was right. Spice World, at least here in the U.S., it's a Columbia Pictures release, which is Sony. So this is a Sony title in the U.S. But I do have a UK VHS release. Who put it out in the UK? Polygram? That's what it says. At least on VHS they did anyway. Yeah, it's put out by, is it Polygram? Is that how you say it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. So maybe in some parts of the world Universal did, but here in the States it was Columbia. Sorry, now I'm really lost with what you guys are saying. Oh, Jason, what Spice Girl do I want to meet the most? Ooh. Baby, maybe? So Emma, I guess. Oh, Jason says Polygram's Universal. Okay, so that answers the question then. So, clearly in some parts of the world, Universal released Spice World, but in the States, and I don't know if anywhere else, looks like Sony released Spice World. So I guess it depends where you live. Depends on who released the movie. Which makes me wonder, maybe Mill Creek couldn't release it because maybe there's some like weird thing where like maybe Sony doesn't have like all the rights to the movie or something like that, so maybe they couldn't. I don't know. What? Wait, let me read that before I... Again, it's Joey, so I want to make sure. What? What? Joey says, would you still have married your wife if she forced you to call you by her middle name since you refuse to call people by their middle names? No? I mean, whatever. That's a weird question. No, she wanted me to call her by her middle name. I mean, fine, whatever. Probably still wouldn't. but whatever. Frank Castle, I have played the Spice World video game for the PS3. It was so bad. It was horrible. But I have played it. It wasn't very good. It was really, really bad. Hey, down to movies here. Always coming in late. What's going on, you cool cats and kittens? The GF and I just finished watching the game. Really enjoyed it. That's what the Ricksters said. Bud H, yes, I've seen the Subspecies movies. Yes, they're fun. Good full moon movies. Sav, where did I get the Spice Girl tin? Some loser from the UK sent it to me. I don't know. Thank you. Jason says, just did a Mad Max marathon, all 4 films. Awesome. Yeah, the Mad Max movies are good. Sorry, I keep losing what you guys are saying. Yeah, Joey, I did hear about Will saying, I guess, racist things to Trina from Boy Meets World. Yeah, I know. I read about that. I don't know the full story. I mean, sounds like he didn't necessarily mean to say anything like that, but he was just sort of like, you know, it's more of an I don't know. From what it sounds like, it was more of just like an uneducated, stupid thing he said, not necessarily meaning to like actually be racist. If that makes any sense. And he apparently apologized and whatnot. So I don't know. The CS logo scares me. Why is that, Henry? Why does it scare you? Is it too handsome for you? Drew, yes, I've seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I watched that movie all the time as a kid. It's funny, looking back on that, I'm like, man, I used to watch that so much as a kid and it never scared me. Honestly, I used to love horror movies as a kid. The only horror movies that ever scared me as a kid were the Freddy movies. Anything Nightmare on Elm Street, like Freddy Krueger terrified me as a kid, but like Killer Clowns from Outer Space, Jason Voorhees, Mike Myers, any of that stuff, I was like, okay. I was never scared of any of that stuff as a kid. It was always just Freddy. Luke says, I watched Halloween 3 again this week, and last week I watched it 3 times. It's a good movie. Season of the Witch is quite good. Bud H, how many movies do I have? No idea. Stopped counting many years ago. Joey says, down to movie. I'm excited to find out what new releases are coming tomorrow. Yeah, there you go, Rick. Type in all the new movies that are coming out tomorrow. Anything good? Is there any reason why I should go out to Goodwill tomorrow? Or, I mean, Goodwill, yeah, God, I wish. To Target tomorrow? The live version of Lady and the Tramp is not of the Siamese, the Siamese cats. Yeah, well, I'm sure it doesn't. He has, Joey says, I have more than 10 movies. Yeah, I have a couple more. Oh, Bad Boys 3 comes out tomorrow? I do want to see that. I do want to see that. Oh, Rick says, you'll see on the live stream I'm doing tomorrow. I see. So, my live streams just aren't good enough for it anymore, huh? Film Bullet says Child's Play were the only horror movies that scared him as a kid. I don't know. I was fine with those too. Anyone know if Underwater will have a 4K release? Marcy wants to know. I don't know. Oh, Drew says the Siamese cats are there. They just changed the song. Well, again, that makes sense too. That song was, yeah. that song was a little. Brandon, or no, what did Brandon say? What did I miss? What's Rick talking about? See, now people are having conversations in my chat. I don't know. I missed it. I didn't know that. I do on Biodome, but I'll look for it. I'll look into other Olive film releases. So what they released, I don't know. Again, now everybody's having conversations within my own chat room. If that's going to carry on, I'm going to go. Joey says, don't worry. I will completely forget that Bad Boys is coming out tomorrow by the time Rick's live stream starts. Mike says, live stream schedule Monday, Dave, Tuesday, Rick, Wednesday, Joe. Actually, yeah, I guess is that the way it is now? Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Oh, down to movie. He said, Rick says, Olive Films has a buy one, get one sale going on. Okay, I'll have to look into that. The Lost Boys used to scare me as a kid. Now it's my favorite vampire movie. It's a good one. Joe is Tuesday. I don't know. I can't keep up with everybody anymore. Joe was Wednesday though, wasn't he? Now he's gone to Tuesdays now. I don't know. I'm so lost. Oh, Crazy After Dark is on Tuesdays now. Okay. I'm getting hungry. I don't know what I'm gonna have for dinner. Definitely getting hungry though. I wonder what time Burger King closes. Probably 10. No, Thomas, he says, will you start ordering new releases on Blu-rays online since Target is closing off the non-essential sections? No. Here's the thing, I don't buy movies new. The only reason I was buying movies new at Target the last couple of weeks is because I needed something to film. And I didn't mind necessarily doing it because I wasn't buying anything else. I'm not a buying movies day one type of guy. I mean, occasionally maybe there's something I really want to see and I'll buy it when it first comes out. That's very, very rare. I usually just wait and get the movies for cheap, at the Video Game Movie Dome or a thrift store, pawn shop or something like that, or Black Friday or something. I rarely ever buy movies new. Again, the only reason I was doing that is because it was my job. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. Really? Luke says Burger King in Australia is called Hungry Jack's. I did not know this. I'll show it, Bradshaw. Your burgers and popcorn got hidden. That's a shame. Jesse, I've never bought movies from Second Spin online. Nope. Connor says, are there any movies you're excited to revisit that never got a physical release on Disney or never got a physical release on Disney what? I'm not sure what you're asking, Connor. Joey, I've not watched Stranger Things yet. I should probably get around to doing that, shouldn't I? Favorites, like Caleb, what's my favorite thing I have in my collection? I don't know. Song of the South Laserdisc. I'm not sure. I'm not good at. I like everything. I like my collection's one big thing in my mind. Frank says that Mickey Mouse pin looks nice. This one here? Thank you. Oh, Rick says Second Spin's out of business now. Drew wants to know if I own a lot of Steelbooks. I have some. Luke says I want to watch Song of the South. It's a good movie. It's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. I mean, it's not good. It definitely, there's definitely bad things about that movie, but it's not, like, when I went into that, I was like, oh man, this is going to be like, ugh, yeah, and it wasn't like, I mean, again, it wasn't great, but it wasn't like beating you over the head bad, so, I don't know. I think Disney could definitely release that movie, just, with the disclaimer, Whoopi Goldberg walks out before the movie starts on screen, she's like, this movie reflects a different time period and blah, 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 and say whatever she wants to say. And then they could show the movie, or, I think that they could do something like that. It's not so bad that it's like, no matter what somebody says, you couldn't, you'd be like, no, this is no. Yeah, I don't know. They should do it. Release it, Disney. Come on, Song of the South. Great movie. And, you got a whole freaking attraction and multiple parks based on it. Splash Mountain is based on that movie that you refuse to admit even exists. Zippity Doo Dah, like Disney's theme song, is from that movie that you refuse to admit even exists. Joey says Titanic on Best Buy is my, Titanic on VHS is my best pickup. Yeah. Mike says Dave's videos got me into pin collecting as well. I stay away from Pops. Yeah, don't get into Pops. But I'm glad you got into Disney pins. Disney pins are fun. It's something fun to do when I'm in Disney World. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do pick up Disney pins when I see them, like, at a flea market or convention or something, if it's something really cool I want. But really, when it comes down to it, Disney pins are just something fun to collect in Disney. Like, if it wasn't for collecting them in Disney World, I wouldn't collect them at all. Because, yeah, I do see them occasionally, around here, but it's the collecting of them in the parks that I find the most fun. Joey says it's always Whoopi Goldberg who does the whole racist thing. Yeah, the whole racism was a thing spiel. It is, yeah. It's always got to be her. Who else would do it? Pugner says he collected Popsy for me. Most people did collect Popsy for me. Oh, I forgot about that. Jez says, I remember on the movie Fletch Lives, they spoofed the scene from Song of the South. Yeah, that's right. I haven't seen those movies in a long time either. Dude, Noah says, is Gregory Peck's Cape Fear a good movie? Yeah, definitely. I'm not going to read that one, Joey, but yeah, kind of. Pager says, weird question, but if you watch Captain Marvel, I have watched Captain Marvel, what did I think about it? I liked it. It was good. I mean, it's not my favorite Marvel movie, but it was good. I liked it. I had nothing wrong with it. Found it enjoyable. I've watched it, I think, twice now, and I'll watch it again. Luke says, I was in the Pops, but it was costing way too much since they cost $20 each in Australia. The only good thing was that the convention exclusive ones went to the same store. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's expensive. If they were $20 a piece, I wouldn't buy them either. My friend collected Pops too. He had to break down one of his walls to get more space. LOL says Pinball. Yikes. You see, that's a level of Pop collecting that I don't want to get into. I buy them occasionally. I mean, you guys have seen, I've been good with my Pops. When I first started collecting, yeah, I bought a lot of them because there were a lot that happened to be out of the time. Like, I bought basically everything that was out at the time that I wanted. And now it's like, I'm at the point now where if I want to buy something old, it's going to be expensive. So unless I happen to just randomly stumble across something that is not being made anymore for a good price, I'm not going to be buying it. And occasionally something new will come out that I want. But really when it comes down to it, 95% of Pops I don't want. It's like that weird 5% of Pops. I'm like, these are things I'm actually interested in. I see people who collect Pops and they've got like everything. And I'm like, and it makes me wonder, I'm like, can you really be into every single one of these like things that much? Like all these different franchises, the pops you have, are you really into every single one of them that much? Like, I'm more selective. I collect the ones I really want. And even some of the ones I have, if I ever run out of space, some of the ones I have will probably end up getting sold. Like, I even look at some of the ones I have, I'm like, okay, I like that one. It's cool. I want it. But if it got down to the point where I was out of room in my rafters and there was something cooler, like I don't know, some other figure that came out that was better than this figure, I would replace it. Yeah. So, again, losing everything. Connor says, thoughts on Palpatine in episode 9. I'm glad he's back. I like Palpatine. Joey says, who voices Figment? Does Figment talk? Yeah, Figment talks. Who voices him now? Man, those are questions I knew the answers to like a little while back, and I can't remember them now. Gosh darn it. I think he's had a couple voices over the years. And I think they're all like famous people. Like all the people who voice him voice other famous characters. I can't remember who does the voices now. I'm sure somebody will leave it. Joey, I've not seen the Sonic movie yet. I hear it's pretty good, though, and I do want to see it. Have you seen any YouTube videos from Top Pops? Nope. Should I? Whoopi Goldberg was in Captain Planet. Hey! $5 super chat from David Rambert. There we go. How many more Disney titles you need to have every released? Oh God, probably a lot. I don't think there are a lot of Disney movies, especially the live action ones. So I don't know off the top of my head, but the answer is probably a lot. There we go. Joe said, Crazy Joe's here. He says Dave Galzel is currently the voice of Figment in the parks. Originally it was Billy Bartley. Who's Dave Galzel? Is he the voice of Gonzo or something? Isn't he one of the Muppet voices, right? I think that's why I knew the answer to that question before, and I just forgot it because I don't know. Yes, I was right. Joey said, Joe. There are too many people here. Joe says, yeah, Dave does the voice of Gonzo. That's what I thought. Yeah, the guy who does the voice of Gonzo does the voice of Figment. Yeah, that's right. Bohemian says somebody does daily videos like me. Who? Oh, the Top Pops guy. I'll look into him. Oh, that's cool. It's cool he does daily videos. Wow. Jason says Holy Grail. I would say complete as of right now. Completing my my Disney treasure set would be a Holy Grail. Joe says I was actually taking part in a live Zoom Q&A with Dave Gonzel and Frank Oz on Saturday night. Oh, cool. So the guy who does 2 Disney characters now, right? Nice. Punkner says, check out Culture Dog on YouTube, a Laserdisc guy. Cool. Yeah, Jesse, Gleaming in the Q would be a holy grail for me as well. That's a good movie. It's a great movie. Joey says Holy Grail is Spice World in 4K. Honestly, I don't even... Just put it on blue. I mean, 4K would be great and all, but just blue would be nice. Or 3D. Sav says Sonic is a good movie. Yeah, no, I heard it was good. I do want to see that movie. It looks good. Well, yeah, no, if they release Spice World on Blu-ray or 4K, that will be a day one release. Yes, definitely. I will be buying that the day it comes out. I mean, that's... If they really want to get me, they'll release it on Blu-ray, on DVD, like Blu-ray, DVD, 4K, a Steelbook, Target exclusive, Best Buy exclusive, Walmart exclusive, and I'll have to get every single one of them. That's how you get me. Frank Oz used to be Bert and Miss Piggy. Yep. Says Mo. My favorite Frank Oz character is Yoda, says Luke. Yep. Although every time I listen to Yoda, I kind of picture Miss Piggy. I'm getting tired now and hungry. I know, like it's like the 9:30 mark. I start to get really quiet and like just kind of like I'm so hungry. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna get though. I wonder what time. I really would do on what time Burger King's open till. Somebody Google Burger King, Phoenixville, Pennsylvania. That's the closest one to me. What time are they open till tonight? Would you watch a Figment movie in theaters? Joey says, would I watch a Figment movie in theaters with Laura Dern and a soundtrack by the Spice Girls? Probably not, but... Literally every live stream you say you're hungry. Well, yeah, because I eat, like, beforehand. Like, I don't eat right before I do a live stream. I'll eat, like, maybe, like, an hour or two before. And then by the time I'm sitting here talking and I'm getting kind of, like, tired and hungry. And, like, yeah, by the time live stream's over, I'm getting hungry. So, all right, I asked for a time for that Burger King. David says 10, which I think is the case. Kristen says 9. Jason says 12. So it's either 10, 9, or 12. But I honestly think with what's going on, I think it's 10. I want to say I'm pretty sure it's 10, unfortunately. Luke says 12 a.m. I think they've been closing early because of the virus. I think they close at 10 now. Because usually, yes, 12 a.m. is when they're open till. That's usually their normal time. And one thing I noticed on Google, I've been Googling times for places because I've been like, oh, is this place even open? And I've noticed that Google has been updating their listings. Like, it'll say if a place is temporarily closed or if their times have changed. It's really cool. It says closed on Google. Well, no, they're definitely not closed. Not yet. Not maybe like 20 minutes. What would make you watch a movie in theaters if Figment and Laura Dern can't do it? Nothing. I don't want to see movies in theaters. I have no interest in... What would make me go see a movie in theater if I got in for free? The last time I was a regular moviegoer was when I was getting into the theater for free thanks to my friend's brother who worked at the theater. That was the last time I was like regularly going to the movies. I don't care about seeing movies in theaters. I'd rather sit here on my couch and watch a movie. Hector, do I ever watch movies with subtitles on? If it's silent or, well, I guess silent would be subtitled, but you know what I mean? The only time I read is silent or foreign. So I occasionally, yeah. Dave says we need the full 2 hours. Yeah, you got like 15 more minutes. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting my Burger King tonight. I don't know what I'm going to have instead. Maybe I'll do, I think Wendy's is open late. Maybe I'll do Wendy's. That'd be nice. Henry says Crazy Joe makes me go to theaters. Yeah, the last couple times I've been to a theater was with Crazy Joe, so you're right. But I think the last 2 times I went with Crazy Joe, we got him for free. Because I think the one time we went and there was nobody working there. It was like we walked in, all the like lights were off, like in like the ticket booth and stuff, and we're like, what's going on? Like there was nobody in the theater. It was really weird. So we just walked in and went and watched the movie. We didn't even pay because there was no. I mean, there was nobody there to pay. There was nobody to pay. We walked in and just watched the movie. That was it. Because I was like, well, I guess it's free. And then the second time I went with Crazy Joe, we got him for free because we were like providing them press coverage. Would you want a Spice Boys movie? Says Henry. No, no. Saf says that Burger King's nowhere near me. No, I guess it's not. What? My favorite... Oh, you're just naming your favorite restaurants, James. I thought you were saying that's all one restaurant. I was like, what? Joey says, how comes out of the original Spice Girls, Ginger's the only one that's an actual spice? I don't know. I think she was originally going to be called Sexy Spice, and they changed that. David says, what? What did David say? We need the full 2 hours. Is that what? I don't know. Did I miss something? Alec, do I miss Movie Stop? Yes. I miss movie rental stores in general. Here's the thing. I never really ever rented movies. Like I never rented. Like I mean, I used to like a long time ago, but I stopped like. I don't like, ever since I started collecting, I don't rent movies anymore. But I miss buying movies from there. I miss going in, like I would literally go into those stores like once a week to see what newer movies have been put out on their sale rack, and then I'd buy them for like you know, $5 or whatever. Noah says, what if Laura Dern was a Spice Girl? Why would she be a Spice Girl? Sav says Spice Girls released in theaters. Well, I did actually go to the theaters to see Spice World because the Colonial Theater, what was that, like 2 years ago, did a 35mm showing of Spice World, and I went for that. That was awesome, by the way. They should do that again. And, I see, it probably won't happen now. But, oh my gosh, hold on. I'm like voice going all dry. I had mentioned something to some of the people who run the Colonial Theater, and I joked about, oh, you doing Spice World again this year? And they went, well, stay tuned. And I'm like, wait, what? So I don't know if they were actually going to do Spice World again at the Colonial Theater, but because they actually made a lot of money off that. It was like one of their best showings ever. I think it was their best showing ever. I think they actually sold out, which doesn't usually happen. Like the Colonial Theater does these great showings, and selling out doesn't usually happen all that much. But I believe they actually sold out for Spice World, which I was like, dude, you should do this yearly. Spice World should be a yearly thing at the Colonial Theater. I think so. It could be the next Blobfest. Spice Fest. Like, how cool would that be? Yeah, I think they were thinking about doing it again, but now with what's going on in the world, it might not happen, unfortunately. Noah, do I like Arrival with Amy Adams? Yeah, that was good. That was a good movie. Yep. Alec, yeah, I've seen Good Burger. Good Burger's good as well. I like that movie. I love laughing when someone asks if you want Spice Boys. If we could guarantee a crowd, I might be able to get Spice World into a theater, says Joe. At the Water Tower Cinema? Oh my gosh, that'd be great. Yeah, maybe we should work on that. I wonder how we do that. Yeah, maybe we'll look into that. Probably won't be till next year though, unfortunately, with the way things are, but maybe. Luke says, do I like Star Trek the motion picture? It's okay. I'm not a big fan of the Star Trek movies, except for the newer ones, like the J.J. Abrams ones are good, but the original ones, I'm kind of just like, they're okay. Not the biggest fan. Do I like Ren and Stimpy? Yes, I do, of course. Grew up in Ren and Stimpy. Hector says, yes, Spice World should show the next Rocky Horror and have midnight showings for fans. Sure, it should be the next Rocky Horror. Yeah, that'd be great. Joe says, I should have said nothing. No, you should. Let's do it. Let's make this Spice World thing happen. Luke says he hates the J.J. Abrams ones. Well, see, I'm more of a Star Wars guy than I am a Star Trek guy. And the new J.J. Abrams movies were very Star Warsy, so maybe that's why I like the new ones better. I like the Star Wars, Star Trek movies. Well, Joe loves the Star Trek movies. He says Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan's the best one. But see, Joe's more of a Star Trek fan, so he can speak more. I can't really speak on the Star Trek too much. I like Star Trek, but I'm not some big fan of Star Trek. Star Trek to me is just kind of like, it's okay. It's something I enjoy, but I'm not into it. Have I seen Las Vegas? This Hector. I don't know. Wait, have I seen? Oh, I did see Las Vegas. Yeah. I've seen that movie. I'm trying to think of what that movie was. No, I've seen it. Yeah. Alec, have you ever seen Rick and Morty? The 1 through 3 Blu-ray. I have it. I think I have Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty season 1 through 3 on Blu-ray. I think I have that set. I think. I like Star Wars, but I like Star Trek more. I'm the other way around. Jesse, do I like the movie Dade from '93 with Kevin Kline? Yeah, it's a good movie. Good name for a movie, too. Drew says, I haven't seen Spice Roll. Where would it be a place to find it? He says Netflix? I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure where you can find Spice World. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Rick says, I'm going to go through all my movies and ask if you've seen them. That's what everybody's asking. Henry, I don't know if PCU's OOP or not. I'm not sure. Maybe. All right, yeah, I think I'm going to stop ask if I have or if I like or if I've seen movies. Sorry. John's in the house. He says, "What's up, Dave?" Same old. Getting tired. 10 more minutes, and then this is done. Then I'm getting food, because I'm starving. Rick says, "Have I seen 500 Days of Summer? Are you literally? Is that literally the first title you have in your collection?" Although I gotta say, I'm saddened the fact that 500 Days of Summer is the first thing you have in your collection. You know, like 30 Days a Night or there's so many other movies out there I can't think of. But yeah, there should be a lot of movies before 500 days. There's a lot of numbers before 500 that you should have. Because it's 500. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I take the like quotes and brackets and stuff out if all right, fair enough. I didn't realize that's how you do it. Marcy says 300. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Rick says 2 guns would be first. Okay, all right. Fair enough. Pugner, did you see the DM I sent you about a record player giveaway? I did see that, but I don't really have any interest in record players, so if I really wanted a record player, I'd buy one, but I don't. I don't listen to records, so. You say you're hungry and tired. Tough, says Rock and Roll. Oh, like tough. Stay. I will. You got 9 more minutes of me. If you guys have any more questions, ask now, because I'll be gone in 9 minutes. 9 minutes of getting food, whether you like it or not. Hi from Canada, says Canadian Blu-ray. Hello, man. I want to get up to Canada. That is something that's a bucket list thing to get up to Canada and do some hunting. We'll see. I gotta talk to Maddie about that or some other people or something. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I really want to do that. But of course, right now that's not gonna happen. But maybe like next year, maybe I can get up to Canada. That'd be great. Ugh, no. Joey says, "Do I like cheese and apples?" I do not, but my son does. He eats that. Bradshaw, don't post pictures of pizza, Bradshaw, because I really want pizza right now, and it's like the only pizza I think it's open is Domino's, and I do not want Domino's. Like that just sounds like the worst thing ever. Man, but man, I could really go for some pizza right now. Joey, I don't want bacon. I mean, yeah, no. Henry says, Dollar General Slim Jim hunting video, please. I might just do that. I might go hit up Dollar General maybe tomorrow or one of these days. What's the furthest you would drive if you heard a Goodwill was open? It would have to be something I can make it to like there and back in a day, probably. So I would do it. Yeah, if they were like, I don't know. I don't know, 10 hours away. I don't know how long away. It would have to be something I could do like in a drive out there and a drive back, in one day. But if that was the case, I would go to a Goodwill. Perry says, "Why do you always eat dinner at 10 o'clock? Silly. Because I'm doing a live stream. Because I'm here entertaining you people. I'd eaten a while ago if not for this. I probably would have eaten at 8 when I started doing this live stream, actually. Chris, I don't really have anything to purge in my library, so I don't see myself doing a library purge again anytime soon. I was basically purging stuff before. The stuff I got rid of out of the cabinets, that was all purge stuff. That was all stuff that like I would have gotten rid of during the purge, but I just decided to put it in my cabinets instead. So that stuff wasn't really like anything like... It was stuff that already kind of sort of was purged to begin with. So I don't see myself purging anything else unless I absolutely needed to because of room or something like that. But I've actually got some ideas on ways to make more room down here in years to come. So, oh, Dave, am I purging anything else in my collection? No, probably not. Joey says 30 miles away. I don't know. We'll see. Luke, cheese and apples is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard of. I don't like when people just put down food. My wife always gives me such a hard time because I always like, I see food, I'm like, oh, that looks horrible. And she's like, don't say that about people's food. So anytime I see somebody badmouth food, I like laugh. Because I'm like, yeah, if you think a food's disgusting, say a food's disgusting, darn it. MGA86 says, if you could ever go to Canada, I'm only like 35 from the falls. Oh, nice. Yeah. I've been to Niagara one. The only like Canadian trip I've ever taken was up to Niagara Falls. So I've been up around that area. I don't really know what the area that is, but I've been to the falls and I've been, I don't know, somewhere up around there. So I've been to Canada once. I need to go some other day though. I guess you have to have a passport now to go to Canada, don't you? Jeez. Eat as I do the live stream. I don't want to. What if I have to go to the bathroom or something? I mean, that wouldn't work. I mean, it would work if like the crew was... See, like when Rick and stuff is here, sometimes we get like chicken nuggets and stuff, and that's fine because I got somebody else here. I don't think I'd want to do it by myself. Oh yeah, Rick's going live tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. And again, Joe's right. He says, why do they call it preparation H? If you don't put it on first, preparing for a hemorrhoid flare-up, there's no preparation. Shouldn't it be reaction H? Joe. Joe. Marcy, yeah, I own Elvis movies. Heck yeah. Love Elvis movies. Like the 16, what, Noah's talking about the 16 editions of Wizard of Oz I had? Yeah, got rid of those. Heck, I showed up in the Spice Girls themed restaurants. That's not a bad idea. It's a great idea, actually. I'd go there. Favorite Universal monster movie, Luke, would be Frankenstein, definitely. Joey says, why don't you like ointment in your burgers? How do you eat dry burgers and without ointment? Who calls it ointment? What are you talking about? Ointment in my burgers? What? Why are you using that word? Yeah. Anyway. Noah, will my wife ever be on a live stream again? Maybe. She's working right now. She actually gets off when I stop this video. She works from 2 to 10. So yeah, so that's why she's not usually on my live streams. But maybe, you know, if it's a holiday or she has off work or something. Yeah, maybe. I could see it. I would say it's going to happen again, but not anytime necessarily soon. And Luke's trying to think of weird food combinations. MG says, ointment on a burger sounds absolutely terrible. Joey, no. No, I don't want condiments in my burger. That's disgusting. Noah says she did one on Christmas Eve. Yeah, it's because she wasn't working Christmas Eve. Yeah. So if it works out where she's not working, then I'd probably do it with her again. So we'll see. I'm sure eventually. I was actually talking to her about maybe doing like a video of her like Disney ear collection. She collects mini ears. She has a lot of them. Maybe we'll do a video about that. We'll see. Dove says, I'm very impressed with your physical media collection. You've actually inspired me to look at my local Goodwills and pawn shops for physical media. Awesome. That is so cool. I love hearing that. Connor says, what happened to BBG? He's in Jersey. We just talked the other day. Yeah, no, I mean, what happened is the pandemic. Pandemic's what happened. I guarantee you, Greg and I'd be out hunting quite a bit, if not for everything that's going on. So yeah, once this is all over, Greg will be back, Joe will be back, Rick will be back, John will be back, Chris will be back, everybody will be back. Anthony will be back. I know I'm missing people. Everybody will be back in time. Give it time. All right, so I think we're gonna wrap things up now. It's 9:59. I'm later. See you down to movie. What's he say? Oh yeah, see you chuckleheads. See you guys tomorrow at 10:30. Yeah, so again tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Rick's gonna do a live stream. Well, actually, Ethan, that, and one other person too. All right. So that's it. So, all right, guys. Yeah, we're done. I'll be asleep. So, all right, guys. Like I said, we're done. So, oh, Pam will be back. Yeah, I cannot wait to go to Pam's again. I'm hoping that happens sometime soon. But anyway, guys, that's it. So, as always, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and check down below for Patreon, our links to Patreon, where again, for only $1 a month, that's $12 a year, you're going to really help support the show, and also help eventually maybe make it so I can do huge hunting trips to Canada and to California and Route 66 and other states and all kinds of fun stuff like that. And of course, check down below for links to the Cinema Sickness Spreadshirt. We can grab yourself Cinema Sickness t-shirts and crew t-shirts. There are some new Cinema Sickness t-shirts up. There's one of my new logo. There's a Titanic one if you guys haven't seen that. There's a new Annabelle one. There's all kinds of new Cinema Sickness t-shirts up, and there's a bunch of crew shirts. There's one for Rick has one. Aaron has one. Oh yeah, there's Aaron. We'll be hunting with Aaron again soon. Aaron has one. Pink Hair Steph has one. I'm forgetting people. People have shirts, so check that out. And of course, check down below for a link to the Cinema Sickness store, where you can pick up all kinds of cool stuff. And I'm going to stop talking now because I'm losing my mind. Anyway, that's it. So thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye. All right, so McDonald's it is for dinner tonight. I really wanted Burger King. I love Burger King. I was even going to go to Wendy's instead because Burger King was closed, and then I found out Wendy's was also closed. McDonald's is the only fast food joint that's actually sticking to their normal hours. So, yeah, I got a burger. I got some chicken McNuggets. And a soda and cookies. At least I really do enjoy their chocolate chip cookies, and they do have the best soda in the industry. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of just sick of eating McDonald's.